Hello, internets.
Are we live?
Yeah, I think we are.
Live in five.
Yep. We are live.
Hello, friends.
It is episode 21
Is it 21?
of A Week in Technology with Techtopia TV.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. 21.
Wow, I can legally drink now.
Yeah. Our stream can legally drink now.
Even though it's just episodes, not like years.
I know, but that would technically be 21 weeks old. So it wouldn't even technically be born yet.
Well, yeah, I was born when it started.
Okay, well, yeah, true. But that was when it was conceived.
No. The idea is conception. The first show is birth. If you
Would it
want to
be?
do an analogy like that, yeah. But yeah, so
Anyway.
we're back.
Yes.
Any new technology stuff with you this past week?
No.
You're a liar.
What did I get that was technology this week?
I don't know.
Or this past week? Nothing. I ordered a Chromecast 2.
Yeah.
That's it. I finally got the email saying that it had shipped out, so it says next Monday I should have it.
Yeah. I don't think you had the green screen last week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the green screen back here, which is like pretty much my entire
It's
whole
not
wall.
really tech, though, but
It's not tech, but it's going to help for videos, so
yeah.
technically it could be.
Yeah, I think I talked about my laptop last week
Yeah.
because I got my laptop. I got that. I put together my Windows Home Server. Got that thing back running again for being down for the last time it booted, I think was December 6th. Too bad it wasn't December 7th.
Holy moly.
But anyways,
That was quite a
Yeah.
while ago.
it was. I don't know why. I guess. I don't know. I think I needed the power supply for my sister's computer or something. So I ripped it out, bought a new power supply, and just never put it back together. I mean, yeah. Because
Nice.
I remember the one of the episodes, I was like, oh, there's the power supply, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, never put it together. So, but yeah, I got that running again because I finally reinstalled Windows.
Yay.
So hopefully we have no more issues with my Skype. I think I've figured out the issue anyways. When going through my MSI drivers, install all the Windows 8 drivers or whatever, right? Or Windows 10 drivers. But I looked on Windows 7 because I was like, I swear there was another USB driver that I didn't miss, or that I missed or whatever, because I had it in one of the folders that when I was going through my computer, cleaning it up, all the old folders and everything like that. There was a one with some USB thing, so I thought I missed it, but it was just a Intel one. But anyways, but I did find it was missing a USB driver because apparently my motherboard, the MSI X99S SLI Plus, has 3 different USB 3.0 controllers. Has the Intel integrated one into the chipset, has an AS Media or something like that, and then also has a VIA one. So
That's pretty retarded.
yeah, and like I looked on the back, or on the motherboard, and the manual it doesn't tell you which is which. So, but anyways, I updated my or I installed like the VIA ones don't have Windows 10 drivers, so I just installed the Windows 8 drivers. Seems to work. I did that Sunday night, I think. So yeah, because when we were testing it, playing games, when I just had it on, it kept freezing. That's the only thing I could think of. Now the only fallback is when I moved to my new address, or here, to this apartment. I remember changing the USB drives because the default, because there's 2 USB 2.0 ports on the back of my card up at the top, or on my board. I changed those to the mouse and keyboard, which was my webcam and my headset. So if I still have issues, I might just switch it back to the USB 2.0 ports.
Seems to be doing good so far, though.
Yeah, so far it seems to be all right. I mean, I really think it's probably, the drivers that just messes up or something. I don't know. So
Yeah, it's
we'll
pretty
see.
shitty. But
Yeah.
hopefully it'll be good now.
I hope
Seems
so.
to be doing all right. No, I was looking because I just was checking my phone to make sure that I had tweeted that we were going live, and I added it to the end of my stuff. But so we'll talk about it, I guess, at the very end of the show. But a little bit more.
Shoot, I probably don't have the latest stuff.
I didn't add it to the document.
Oh, okay.
I guess I could paste it in there so that way you can pull it up.
I guess.
Need to.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
But no, apparently for like the first time in like centuries, or like since Android became a thing, I guess, yeah, centuries. There, it's in the article or document now. Steam has finally updated their Android app.
Oh, I didn't know. I guess they did have it, yeah.
But now you can do
the sales.
You can do the community market.
Oh, really?
You can do trading now. Game hubs, discussions, and
I know
more.
they Steam added like a app, kind of like the Blizzard authentication kind of thing. I think it's something like that. I know they added an app.
Yeah, this two-step verification or whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, besides just the email verifications, they also had an app verification you could do. So maybe they're trying to do it like that, do like the Blizzard authenticator thing or something like that, because skins are big money, man. People getting that stuff stolen. It's a headache for the customer support. So,
but yeah, so that's pretty cool because that means you can place to buy, you can sell and trade in-game items like Counter-Strike weapons or TF hats. No screenshot here because I don't use it, but yeah. So now you can buy and sell from the app, which is awesome.
That is pretty good for those market tycoons. I've made a few dollars, but then I've lost a few dollars. Actually, I'm currently losing a few dollars because I bought a skin at the wrong time and the value down rather than up that I anticipated.
Yeah, several times I read on our Global Offensive that a certain skin was like super cheap and I wanted to go buy it, but then the app I couldn't buy it and I was at work, so it saved me some money, and now
you won't.
Yeah,
I keep saving. I always kept saving and slowly building up. Like I'd buy some skins because there's a few skins that have some rhythm, I guess you could call it, to the market, and occasionally get a few deals. Like someone sells it for $1 under like the low price when it's on the dip. So I'd buy it and sell it and make like $2 here and there. So I've been slowly building up my my money to get or buy up to a knife. Well, a decent knife, not a shitty knife. I can buy a shitty knife now, but I don't want a shitty knife. I want a halfway shitty knife, I guess. So, but anyways, was the preview not working? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. No, it's just like loading like super slow.
Yeah. So, we'll see. Maybe I'll play with it, but I need to get a new phone, which I'm surprised he didn't have in the notes, because this guy does all the notes and I just
That's why I didn't put it in there.
This guy does all the notes and I just read them.
What about the Nexus stuff?
Yeah. The Google thing. But
I talked about the Pixel C. I figured if anybody was interested in the Nexus devices, they probably watched the damn thing like I did. So,
yeah. Well, I was, and I didn't watch it, but I couldn't at work.
No, but you've read up on it enough to know the stuff, the main stuff that matters.
Yeah, but so the Nexus 5X is pretty expensive, a lot more expensive than I wanted, $20. But $20 is a lot.
I'm actually
think about it, it's almost 10%.
I'm actually even more frustrated now because I was reading an article today, or well, actually it was probably about 7:30 or so, and apparently it has been confirmed that the Huawei or whatever you want to call it, the 6P, the Nexus 6P, is using the exact same AMOLED display as the Note 5, which is the most beautiful screen on the planet. So I'm kind of bummed even more now, because that's probably that's the phone I would have went with if I had the choice between the two through T-Mobile.
Well, yeah, through T-Mobile you can't get it. But I read something that, anyways, I was back to the original thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, the Nexus. It kind of sucked because the Nexus 5X wasn't as cheap as I wanted, and then there was it didn't have support for T-Mobile 12-band LTE. So at least that's what the reports were when it first came out. And then I guess some people tweeted T-Mobile and they replied it doesn't, but they're working with Google to do it. But I guess apparently I think I saw an article on T-Mo News or something like that, because I have T-Mobile. I think you have T-Mobile still. I guess before the phones ship, they will support T-Mobile 12-band LTE. So it's still an option now. But it's $4.99 for the 6P.
That's really worth it, man.
I don't know,
so
man.
worth it, though.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, but dude, it's
compared. When
it's
that came out, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get the Moto 6 or Moto X Pure. So
then, and let me just tell you this:
right.
the 6P has like the highest rated mobile camera at the moment.
We'll see. I'll see once reviews come out.
This was a review. This was an official review by, I think it was Android Central.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to do some. I just
and there's like a certain group or whatever that like almost like what do you call it? I don't know what you would call it. Like you know how like cars have like the JD Power and Associates kind of thing or whatever. It's like that, but it's for like mobile phones and tablets and all that stuff or whatever, and they rated it like the best mobile camera at the moment.
Yeah, I mean the specs on paper sound great, but I want to see actual like user reviews, how it compares to the iPhone 6 and the Note 5 and stuff like that.
Because the 5X has the 808, right? The older 808, and the 6P has the 810 Snapdragon.
Does it have the 810?
And the 810 runs like retarded hot. Apparently, it's been having issues overheating. So now, like the big thing that's been going around the internet is it shows like like a one of those little forks with the two marshmallows on it roasting over a fire because marshmallow Android. So it's pretty funny. Yeah. But so yeah, I don't know. You can't win. You have to make compromises on all of them. There's no the best phone.
No, but I think I am going to go with the Moto X Pure. Because I think
it's the best route.
$400 is about my price point. I don't really want to spend $500 for a phone, but $400 fits good. Specs are decent on it, and camera's okay. I mean, it's not as good as the Note or anything like that, but I mean, that's my biggest selling point is the camera. But
yeah, I know it is for you. That's why I was saying the 6P would be more for that.
Yeah, I just don't. I honestly, I mean, I haven't used it, but I think that the screen is just too big. I think like a low 5-inch screen is perfect. Because I think the Galaxy S3 is what, a 4.7-inch screen. I mean, and
Note 5, baby.
You have to like
love the big screen.
Like reach for the top right.
Yeah.
Whatever. I can't do it backwards on the camera.
I know what you mean.
I mean, just it's easy in my hand,
It's just one of those things you got to get used to, is all.
Yeah.
And once you get used to it, like you start playing around with a smaller phone, and you're like, "Oh my god, how did I use this?"
Yeah, I think that's how it be. But I don't know if I want to spend $500 on a phone. I mean,
no, I understand.
Like 350 was perfect. 300 would be absolutely perfect. But it's like $400, and it's like, well, if I'm spending $500, I might as well just get the Note. Well, not really, because the Note's like $700. But
yeah.
It's if they were both there, might as well just do it.
If they were both available through T-Mobile, I would have definitely went with the 6P just because the lower specs
there was
and the crappier
payment
camera
plan kind of thing, like I could do a payment plan through T-Mobile, I'd probably get the 6P. But when I have to pay outright, that extra $100, man, that's like an SSD. Speaking of which, I mean, for some reason this week there's been like a mad SSD sales. Mm-hmm. Well, probably because like last week we had the 950 Pro, Samsung 950 Pro SSD we were talking about. Was that last week or the week before?
No, last week.
But anyway, so the 850s are going on sale, which I'm hoping. Well, actually, I was hoping to buy one for around $150, right, for Black Friday. 500 gig, but they're that price now. So I wonder if they're trying to sell it before Black Friday, and then Black Friday won't be that good of a deals. But unfortunately,
It's a gamble you have to make.
Yeah, I'm not ready to buy one right now because I'm doing car stuff, spending money on cars.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
I want to get my
500
server
gig
running,
SSD for what's it called? Oh yeah. Speaking of which, my server. I was thinking about that. That thing is. I don't even know. You can't even. I mean, it's like a file server. It's not even like a server. I mean, it's a Sandy Bridge dual core. It's not even like an i3 where it has dual core 4 threads. It's just dual core. It has 4 gigs of RAM. I mean, it's a crappy server. Well, compared to my main rig, hexacore, 12 threads, 16 gigs of RAM.
That's all I want a server for is just a file server. I don't want anything else.
Yeah, I know, but I want power, man. I want that power.
For what?
I don't know.
What would you use it for?
A Minecraft server. Maybe a CSGO server for something. I don't know what, but mini games, surfing, something. I don't know. Something we can go in and practice smokes in or something. I don't know. I just want power. Just like my laptop. I don't need a freaking, 8-thread, 4-core laptop, but bought it anyways.
Yeah, might as well. Wasn't that much more than one that didn't have those specs, so.
Yeah, it's just you buy a battery or a laptop for battery life. Well, that's one of the main things for. So, that's another thing. That's the Nexus 5, I think. The 5X.
2300 milliamp?
Was it 2300?
I think it was 2300.
No, because yours is 2300. I think it was 4 something. I gotta look at that.
Maybe it's 2700.
It might be 27 because I thought, the Moto X is actually more.
Because the 6P is like 3400. It's retarded. Like they're saying that the battery life's going to be ridiculous on that thing, supposedly.
Yeah, let me look real quick. Google.
I'm pretty sure it's 2700.
Nexus 5X. Where is it? See, get all the sweet. Oh, that's Marshmallow. Never mind. Damn it. Specs. Yeah, 2700 milliamp hour. So, and the Nexus or the Moto X. How big is the Moto X screen? It's a 5.7, right?
Moto X Pure, yeah.
It's the same size as
the 6P, yeah.
Yeah. So there goes that argument. But yeah, this pixel size thing, I don't understand. I got to do some research on that.
What pixel size thing? What are you talking about? The camera?
1.55. Fuck, I can't remember what that
little U thing. Yeah.
Is it?
I know what you mean. No idea. Don't really care either.
Oh man, I can't remember it from freaking school. It's like million, I think. I can't even remember how to say it. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. But anyways. But yeah, so the UM. Because I guess some of the other sensors, like the other standard, was like 2. But I don't know what that means, like pixel size.
It's a micrometer, isn't it?
I don't know if it's micro. I thought it was something. Maybe it is micro. Yeah, it's micro.
Yeah.
But
I'm looking at it right now. Micrometer.
Yeah. So each, like, is that represented? Like each on the sensor, it's 1.55 micrometers. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the sensor is like super sensitive to light, but I think you want it bigger to accept more light for better light resolution. I don't know. But it says it does 4K resolution, but it's not 60 FPS 4K. But it does. I want to know if it does 1080p 4K. I mean, 1080p 60 FPS.
Well, if it does 4K 30, then I would
hope.
I'd be willing to bet that it does 1080 60.
Yeah, because I mean,
1080 60 is like the freaking norm now. If it doesn't do 1080 60, that's like the shittiest freaking camera ever.
No, I agree, but yeah, I mean, like, I guess now it's kind of the norm. But like my old GoPro Hero 2, it did 720p 60 fps, and I thought that was awesome. I mean, the video of course is being so smooth, but then it's nice, like if you're doing like videography stuff, you can slow it down and then it's not choppy, it's still smooth. I mean, you can slow it down half speed and it's still 30 fps. So it's always nice when you're trying to do like videography stuff. But but is it the Moto X or maybe this processor, the 808? All right, well, I guess it's the same processors. Well, not the 6P, the 5X. But I guess they're saying it's, what was I listening to a review or something like that on YouTube? But it's it's a dual core and then quad core. It's not like a 6-core processor. It's like 2 separate processors. It's weird. Like the dual core runs at 2 gigahertz or whatever, 1.8 gigahertz or whatever the specs are, and then there's another 4-core processor that runs at lower speed for low power or something. I don't know. But I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I can't find anything about it.
So, but we'll see. I do need a new phone. Oh man. Well, plus my phone doesn't even have LTE, right? It has HSPA, which T-Mobile's coverage blows. I'm hoping the LTE coverage is a lot better than the T-Mobile 3G, 4G, HSP crap that they have, because their coverage is god awful. I mean,
dude, okay.
So I'm
a question for you.
I
can't ask you anyway. Never mind.
Why not? Why not? You can ask.
Because your phone doesn't do LTE.
Yes, it does. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No, see, one thing that I've noticed, okay, now, back in the day, whenever I had my my MyTouch 3G and my MyTouch 4G, and then I went to the Galaxy S3, which doesn't have LTE, and I believe that's whenever Hangouts came about. Like Hangouts, you could use Hangouts with S3, and obviously you use it whenever you message me all the time, and it works fine. For whatever reason, my phone, it doesn't matter what phone it is, if it's my Note 5 or the Nexus 5 that I had, for whatever reason, unless if it's not on LTE, the phone is fucking retarded. Like even if it has full bar 4G or full bar 3G, it doesn't do anything. Like nothing loads, nothing does anything. Like
I think that's T-Mobile, man, because my phone does that if it drops to Edge.
Well, it's not even on Edge though. That's the thing.
No, I'm just saying, like if it drops just like the next tier down, it doesn't do anything. Like no joke, when I'm traveling, I'd rather have GSM or 1G rather than 2G or Edge, because literally the phone works better on that for some reason.
It's so
I don't
weird,
know if it's
though.
just like something retarded with T-Mobile or what.
Because it's like, oh, I'm on 4G and like my music, like if I'm streaming music, the music will cut out, and I'm like, what the hell? And I look down at my phone, and I still have full bar 4G. It's just not LTE, and it just doesn't do anything. And then like I can't send a Hangouts message. I can't load a web page. I can't do anything until it goes back to LTE, and then everything loads fine. It's like, what the hell, man? I was like,
it might be in that transition period where it drops it real quick and then it loads it back or something stupid like that. It might be like something like
dumb.
that. But my phone did it all the time on Edge too. Like when you're traveling, it's just retarded.
Well, I mean, I would understand Edge because it's slow, so it's like having a hard time loading stuff. But
like I couldn't listen to Pandora at all on Edge, right? Not at all. But going through Georgia, when it's on GSM or 1G, no problem. I mean, how does that make sense?
That makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense.
But, that's how it did. I don't know.
It's so irritating, man. And it's like so...
But, the funniest thing ever, right? Like the summer road trip that I did when I drove up to Canada, went to Montreal. Mm-hmm. And this was before T-Mobile had the, your plan's good in, what's it called? But they give you like 100 megs or something like that in Canada, right? So I left my phone on. Dude, I had better service in Canada than I did in the United States, because I was using a non-T-Mobile network. I was using Rogers or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it was just driving from, I don't know, I can't even remember what highway I was on, but driving up to Montreal and back. So it wasn't like deep in the woods, but as soon as I get into Canada and it goes, what's it called? It was 3G the whole time, 3G, and it was fast. It worked fine. But as soon as I get back in the States and switch over to the T-Mobile network, it's Edge or GSM. That's it.
It makes no sense. I don't understand it because like it's the same way with me. Like if I can have LTE like on my couch, but then I go to another room and I don't have anything. Like there's like no signal at all. And then like I can go outside and drive down the road and I'm on Edge the entire time that I go around. Well, you know the area. So like San Felipe to Groot, drop Cameron off, then come up through Bayside, and it's on Edge the entire time. But then I get out to Valkyria, out like near your house, and it's like, oh, LTE again. And then my music kicks back on, and it's playing fine the whole way up US 1. And then I get to just north of Malabar, almost to Port Malabar, and it goes back to Edge again. I'm like, what the fuck? Is this like a heavy part of town? This is not like it's out in the sticks, and I get no signal. Yeah. It makes no sense.
Though I'm not sure what bands of LTE your phone has. I know they have that. I don't know which one it is, to be honest. If it's that 12 or whatever, or I know they have a new higher power that's supposed to be penetrate buildings and stuff. I don't know where all it's like active. It's not active in a lot of places.
I'm sure it's not active anywhere here.
Yeah, it might be because Orlando. I mean, every time, like usually if Orlando gets it, the Melbourne area, whatever, got it. So, I don't know if it's active over there, or if your phone even supports it. But
yeah, it does.
That'll be good. We'll see.
Right from T-Mobile's site, it says that it does LTE 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 12, and 20.
There you go. So, who knows?
And one thing I don't like about this phone either, compared to the Nexus 5.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're on that rather than the Nexus 5. I was thinking the Nexus 5.
Yeah.
I know that was brand new, so it supports everything.
Yeah. The Nexus or the Note 5, the freaking Bluetooth distance is absolute shit.
Oh, really?
Like with my Nexus 5, I used to be able to stream my music, get out of the car with the car still running, and it would still continue playing, walk around the car, go into the Cameron's Taekwondo place, because it's all glass in the front, so I can see if anybody's getting in my car or whatever. So I go into the Taekwondo place.
See him getting in and driving away.
Yeah.
He can do anything.
I help him get all of his stuff ready, come back out, and the music's still playing fine. With the Note 5, I get out, I shut the door, and it starts breaking up already.
Oh, really? Wow.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like 4 feet away from my radio, and it's already breaking up. This is ridiculous. And like same with my watch. If I left my Nexus 5 in my office, I could make it almost to the other end of the building, close to the bathroom, before my phone or my watch would finally say that it's lost signal. Whereas now, I get up, I walk just around the corner from my office, and it drops it.
Yeah. I wonder if that's
like a security thing.
No, not security, just like a power thing. Like
yeah, I don't know.
Like it's just in. I don't know. I don't know if you can enable like up the power or whatever, or if it's just like permanently in like a low power mode, so it saves the battery or something like that. That's the only thing I could think of.
It's really shitty though.
Yeah, that
Super
does suck.
annoying.
So,
all right, well, we're about a half hour in, which is usually whenever our BS ends and we start some articles. So
yeah, well, we kind of talked about some tech stuff, which is good.
Oh yeah, of course we did.
So,
all right. So the first article is...
Oh, look at this. Phone stuff.
Qualcomm announces Quick Charge 3.0.
I noticed a trend.
What?
No, just... I know there's not a lot of articles about it, but not just phone stuff, phone talk.
Oh,
lately.
Yeah. Oh,
just
yeah, of course.
Getting a phone.
Yeah.
Or when I get a phone. Too poor to buy one, though.
So version 3 is said to not only allow for quicker charging times, but it will also better maintain battery health and reduce heat. The new battery saver technology, or BST, constantly varies the current delivery rate based on what the battery can safely accept, which means the cells keeps the cells from deteriorating.
Which is kind of like a lot of the quick charge. I think it just, it'll charge up to 80% super fast kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's that technology, but I mean, beyond that, I don't know if there's any like battery requirements. I know there's a lot of, you can get cheap, like extended batteries, China batteries, like for laptops and stuff, and even for phones. So I wonder if like there's hindrance, like it has to be a quality battery, blah blah blah, or if it detects it somehow, or how it all works. Because the article really
Something.
doesn't go into it, but
There might be like a
and,
certain class that it like automatically detects,
uh,
and it can vary the voltage by that. But it says the other change comes from intelligent negotiation for optimum voltage. Wow, that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Which can vary the voltage delivery anywhere from 3.6 volts to 20 volts to 200 millivolts.
It varies by 200 millivolts. Yeah,
Okay.
point two or point yeah 0.2 volts.
Yeah. So increments depending on the device's negotiated connection. INOV will allow QuickCharge 3.0 to charge a full 2 times faster than the original QuickCharge 1.0, which is 1.5 times faster than 2.0. And let me tell you, man, the QuickCharge on the Note 5 is absolutely redonkulous.
Yeah.
Like you plug in the supplied cable that comes with it, and it's like stupid fast. I think what was it? I think it was the 6P is said to be able to do with its quick charge is I think they said it does 1% to 100% in I want to think I think it said it was 97 minutes.
It's pretty good.
So an hour and a half from
Yeah. For a full
1%.
charge.
It's pretty crazy.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I noticed though is like the USB cable matters. Like at least
Yeah.
with its old ones, because
There's like an
Samsung
extra
sets-
pin in it or something.
No,
I thought.
not even that. Not even that. I think it's just the quality of the wire and the pin and the
Yeah, probably.
or the gauge wire or something like that, right? So,
Yeah.
anyways, like
Makes sense.
I have crappy the Samsung controller or things. They have super thin, crappy cables. Over time, I mean, my phone's 3 years old, but they don't charge for shit anymore. Like literally, it takes like if I'm using my phone, it doesn't charge at all. Doesn't charge at all. It just maintains, even drops a little bit, depending on what I'm doing. Like when I had my Samsung cable in my car using the car charger, if I used GPS, the battery dropped as it was charging. Like that's how crappy it was. Change the USB cable, instantly it charges while I'm using GPS now. So I think a lot of the charging, I mean these are USB, official Samsung cables too, not like bootleg Samsung cables or whatever,
Right.
I guess. But I don't know. I was just, and then like the other cable I had was just some, I think it was a 18 gauge monoprice USB micro cable that I had lying around for some reason I bought. I guess to charge, for extra chargers or something. I don't know. But I had it laying around, so I plugged it in one day because I forgot my cable, and I was surprised at the difference that of the rate of charge it had. So that definitely helps there, or has a big play in it too. So hopefully, I'm assuming these high-end phones having more than a 10-cent cable like they used to.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I do know that a lot of Nexus 6s died, like, and had to have their batteries replaced and everything else in there or whatever because of the Quick Charge 2.0. So I'm really curious as to see how quickly the Note 5 will deteriorate.
Yeah,
using the
We'll
Quick
see.
Charge, because I mean you got to understand. I mean, or you got to figure that it's going to do some kind of damage. I mean, you go from a normal charger taking, like, if I plug it into my charger at work, like today, it was down to like 59%, and I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to worry about charging it when I got home. So I just plugged it in to let it charge up a little bit more to last until we were done with the show, and I think it was at 59%, and it said that the estimation or whatever said that it was going to be like 2.5 hours till it was fully charged. And then with the quick charge, I can plug it in at 50 something percent or whatever, and it's like 15-20 minutes. So I mean, it's like it's got to be heating that freaking battery up, and like those cells got to be like hurting. You would think.
Yeah, it definitely overvolts it or whatever it does, and it's definitely not good for the battery. But I guess they expect that or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I agree. That's like wonder. I know some of the chargers they have amp ratings or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think if you overamp them, you can damage batteries that way with like the older phones. But maybe
Yeah. I
don't
learned
know.
that with my little 2-in-1, because the Asus charger that came with it or whatever obviously was a higher amp because it was a much bigger device. And then I
Yeah.
tried to charge it with my cell phone charger, and it like would take forever just to go up like 1 or 2%.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it. And, it's like I got to carry this freaking special charger with me all the time now. It sucks.
Yeah, I mean, but I guess you can, like, if you're not using it, it might still charge, but just slowly.
Yeah.
But I bet you, like, if you use that 2-in-1 charger on your cell phone, it damage the battery just because it's over amping it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So overheat the phone or the battery and stuff like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. But I guess, yeah, the Quick Charge 3.0 will be in the Snapdragon 820 processors, which, are they out yet? I don't think they're out yet.
No, they're not out yet.
Because obviously
Well,
they're just
they're not in any
releasing
phone yet.
technology for it. Yeah. They're probably announced or whatever, so they'll be,
Mhm.
next year's phones, the Samsung S. Well,
Yeah.
I guess Samsung has their own Xenos processor or whatever they call it. So, but same thing. So the
Word.
next round of phones in next summer, they'll be in there.
Most likely, yeah.
So
It'll be a big deal. Oh, and I learned a new thing today, too. And it made very good sense, actually, whenever I thought about it. Because everybody was bitching and complaining that the 6P and the 5X didn't have wireless charging. Because, like, almost all the new phones have wireless charging now. So they were like, oh my God, I can't believe it doesn't have wireless charging. What a ripoff, and all this other kind of crap, right? And then Google
They're
came
cheap.
back.
I mean,
well,
they're
not only that,
cheap.
but it's not even that. It's like Google made a valid point, because they mentioned that the what was it, the Nexus 4 was the first one to come with the wireless charging, right? And they said that the reason why they did the wireless charging was because it was still using the micro USB, which is exactly what the Nexus 5 was using, which is a pain in the ass. It's a small connector. It can only go in one way, and it was just normal charging. Whereas now they're using the USB Type-C. It can go in either way. It doesn't matter which way you plug it in, and it's fast charging. So there's no real need to spend the extra, time and money to put wireless charging capabilities in it if you don't need it.
I mean, it's just wireless charging. It's just
You just
put your
sit it
phone
down.
charges.
A lot of the problem
still
with me
waiting
is
for
the
those,
cable's annoying.
Wireless, like really wireless charging, like we were talking about. The old shows where they use the Wi-Fi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or you just walk into the room and starts charging. Even a
Yeah.
trickle charge and just starts charging. That'd be great. But
I don't know
Maybe
how long,
eventually.
if that'll ever come out, though. I mean, maybe quite a while from now, but I don't know. It just seems weird.
I mean, if it becomes a standard, like I said, like coffee shops, airports
Yeah.
and stuff, it'd be awesome. The plane can just have, inside the plane can just be broadcasting the signal, and then
True.
sit there and use your phone all flight long, no big deal. And then the plane crashes because you got your radio on, not in airplane mode.
It's like a plane crashes. A plane crashes because all the passengers were trying to charge their phones over wireless signal.
Yep. They didn't turn on the airplane mode, and the plane crashed because it interfered with the signals. Not really.
But then the plane would be actually responsible for that because they were the ones broadcasting the signal.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to, if I tell you,
Yeah, I know.
turn your phone off.
But if it was going to cause a
airplane mode.
problem, they wouldn't be broadcasting it to begin with.
Well, of course they'd turn it off during takeoff and stuff, but someone would still have their phone on. Well, I don't know. Whatever.
Like, it's only at 5%. What am I going to do? I got to leave it on. And the whole plane crashes on takeoff.
Yeah. I don't think it even interferes, but
No, probably not.
whatever.
All right. So the next article. North America ran out of old school internet addresses.
Yep.
So I wrote quite a bit of notes for this one. So I'm just going to kind of ramble through this one pretty quick because I'm pretty sure everybody and their grandmother's heard this one before. So companies and ISPs and stuff, they still have obviously, ISPs available, but it's like they've run out of a certain pool of them, I guess. And
I think there's none available for, like, your ISP
New.
has
yeah,
a certain set of numbers.
Well, yeah, because you have a
they'll give it to
dynamic,
you.
so it's constantly changing anyway.
But say, like a lot of new cars, like the GM cars, they're all Wi-Fi connected and stuff now with cellular networks. So that needs an address. So GM has to buy IP addresses, but
There aren't enough.
now they're running out. So now they got to do IPv6.
Yep.
New school, old school, because it came out in the 90s or something, right?
Yeah.
1990s.
IPv4 is limited to 4 billion addresses, which I'm surprised we've ran out of it now.
Well, think about how many
4 billion
addresses you personally have.
That's what I'm saying. How has it taken this long
Oh,
to finally
you'd be
run out?
surprised.
Is what I'm saying. When there's 7 billion people in the world.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta think. Civilized world probably only
I know.
has-
But in the civilized world, how many IP addresses do you think you're using up in your house right now? I can
Me
name off at
personally?
least 12.
I don't have that many.
Well, I mean, technically it'll only be because that's my own IP addresses from my router and my own DHCP and all that stuff. So
Yeah, technically, it's only one.
technically, it's only one from the ISP.
4. Yeah. Well, I guess.
How does
yeah,
that work? Yeah, so it'd only be one per household, technically, right?
Yeah, well, your phone has one. You know, any
Well, yeah.
wireless device like that. Like if your car had Wi-Fi or
So technically, it would be my house, Kristen's phone, my phone, and Cameron's tablet. So I only have 4.
Cameron has a Wi-Fi or a cellular tablet.
The one that came free when we got our phones has a 5 gigabyte plan.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't
LTE.
know if it was your old Nexus or you actually
No.
had a cellular one.
No, it's the one that we did the review on. The little Pixie 7 or whatever it's called. Some cheap little Alcatel tablet.
I didn't know you did a review on it. I didn't watch that video.
Man, my own partner doesn't even watch my videos. Would cry. All right, anyway.
No, I seriously didn't even know you did that video. I don't
Yeah.
remember you posting about it.
No, Cameron and I did it. So anyway, so it can only IPv4 is limited to 4 billion addresses, where IPv6 will provide 340 undecillion addresses. I actually looked that up to know how to pronounce that word.
Really? I would have said undecillion.
Yeah, so undecillion is a 1 followed by 36 zeros. So this will provide 5 times 10 to the 28th power IP addresses to every single person on the planet. So I don't think we're going to run out anytime soon, at least not in our lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
It'll go on forever.
But it's so hard when you have to type in ping and then this long.
I
string
know,
of
dude.
codes,
Like
man.
my examples that I have, it's going to be ridiculous. But so the only issue,
Google's DNS is so easy to remember. It's 8.8.8.8.
I know. Now it's going to be like
8,
25 characters.
8.8.8.8.8.
Exactly, pretty much. So, but yeah, it says only issue is IPv4 and IPv6 aren't fully compatible. This means that if you are on an IPv6 address, you can and you try to go to a site that's on a server that only supports IPv4, which they've got to be pretty low class if they only support IPv4 at this point. But you will not be able to access the site without some sort of compatibility layer being involved. So, but the good news is that most ISPs and service providers have already been working hard to make sure everything will work flawlessly. Comcast has already came out to say that they've already tested all of their servers and everything is perfectly fine and capable of IPv6. I just wrote up some examples. You know, IPv4. It's, you know, I think it's only 3 characters each spot, right? Is the max? It doesn't do 4. It's only 3.
What,
right?
V4? Yeah, it's max of
IPv4.
255.
Yeah. So, and then the IPv6 example, you have 4 or 5 sets of 4 characters, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 20.
I wonder
So-
what the
oh,
max is. Is it 9999 or?
Probably.
I think there's because there's letters in there.
There's
too,
letters
so-
in there and shit too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like hexadecimal. I don't even know. Like,
Oh my god.
'Cause-
Could you imagine?
because
Though?
what's
That's
it
gotta be
called?
Such
Like,
a pain.
it's bits, right? It's 8 to whatever it is. It's
Yeah.
not 8 times
I know
8
what
to
you
the 8th or 2 to the 8th. No, it's 2 to the 8th, right? But anyways, yeah, it's
Yeah.
bits for the IPv4. So I wonder how IPv6 is. Like, I don't know. in my networking class. I didn't really learn that, I guess.
No, we didn't talk about IPv6 at all in my networking class.
Yeah,
well, I mean, we mentioned it, but they didn't really talk about it.
It was for the Network Plus certification, so I mean that shit's old as crap anyway. So
yeah,
I guess that's why.
Yep. So have no fear. Most likely, if you have to switch over to an IPv6 or whatever, which I guess you can actually do that already. Like if you called up your ISP,
like your
you can.
Well,
I think you can call up your ISP and ask for an IPv6 IP address. Like if you ask for a static one. If you call your ISP and ask for a static IP address, you can actually ask for an IPv6, and apparently you could do this for like the last couple of years. At least somebody said they did that on Comcast. So that's pretty interesting. Oh no, you're fine.
No, I was monitoring this guy's text. His car. We're gonna tune his car tomorrow, and it's 2 of his fuel pumps died. So
that helps.
It's fun. Yeah.
Can't tune a car without fuel.
Yeah, we have some in stock, so we just have to change them, which is a pain in the dick.
And this kind of goes with what we were talking about earlier, from going from Canada to the U.S. The U.S. drops to the 55th place in 4G LTE speeds.
Realistically, I can 100% see why this is the case, though. 100%. Like, I think I might have said that on stream, that one map thing that I was talking about, where you can move like the countries around on the map, and because the map's distorted. I can't remember what the distortion's called, but in order to fit the globe on a round object on a flat surface, there's distortion involved.
Yeah.
So anyways, I mean, the size of the U.S. compared to Europe, it's ridiculous. So,
yeah, but still, they have towers that are linking them all together. So it's not like you're like dealing with one signal that's coming from California to Florida.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying the amount of towers that they have to implement is far greater than
no
the
joke.
European countries or
no doubt.
these other smaller countries. So but
that's the thing, though, is it says, we're kind of getting ahead on the notes. We're talking about something that kind of happens at the end, but whatever. So anyway, so the average download speed in the U.S. So the average download speed in the U.S. hit 10 megabits per second in June-August quarter. So the U.S. fell from 43rd to 55th place. U.S. was one of the first countries to get LTE back in 2010 with Verizon, but things really haven't grown since then. Other countries have embraced new technologies and growth, while the U.S. companies don't really seem to care or whatever. But New Zealand actually scored the highest average with 36 megabits per second, which is a little over 3 times what the fastest U.S. is. Which, granted, New Zealand's tiny. But South Korea is now at 29 megabits per second, while Singapore is up to 33. But this is the part that you were kind of touching on that I didn't want to kind of go to yet. But while the U.S. may be 55th for speed, we're 10th for time coverage, because the average user being connected to LTE 78% of the time. So while these smaller countries have crazy fast internet, it's only for in a maybe 7 block radius section. Like in Morocco, it's probably right in where all the happening, models and all that kind of crap and shit goes on. Kind of like Hollywood would be the only area here in California that has fast internet. So they might have the fastest, but it's in a much smaller area and a far less larger mass, I guess. So they have faster internet, but they're on LTE for way less time than we actually are. So our LTE might be slower, but we get it more often, I guess, would be the way to say it. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a trade-off. Because they said that, I think Morocco, I think, is the one that they actually really pointed out the most, I think. Yeah, it says Moroccan LTE might be fast, but 49% of the time users don't even have it. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, it's
half of
just
their
major
day, they don't
cities.
even have it. It's like right in the middle of the main hub, and that's it.
Yeah, they have like 3
So while
towers.
they're at work, they might have it, but when they get home, it's like shit. They get like edge.
Yeah.
So it's like a trade-off, you know? It's like, yeah, we might have slower speeds, but we have a greater area, which is really weird because, yeah, we have the highest, or well, 10th highest for time coverage, but when you think about it, other than Russia, we're like the biggest country. So we have the most space to cover, but yet we're
Technically-
covering it fine.
That's another thing. Like, you think that Russia's huge, right?
Are we actually bigger than Russia?
We're not. We're almost the same size as Russia. I think
crazy.
Russia is just a touch bigger, but like,
But like 50% of Russia, nobody lives in.
exactly.
It's all fucking tundra. So it's like unlivable. So that's not fair. But yeah, I know what you're saying. It's just
So, but also like
crazy.
we were one of the first people to countries to have LTE.
right. 2010.
Then we're starting off with the old technology, and now LTE's evolved. So these newer countries, we have towers that are first generation LTE, I guess you can call it. So we have to go in and we spent the money to deploy the service, and now we have to go in and upgrade the service. So where these other companies are starting off with version 3, and then they can upgrade to version 4 with just a firmware flash, where we need to do hardware changes and stuff like that. So that's where also kind of the part where we're falling behind. So
Right. So anyway, did you post this one? Yes, you did.
yes, it did.
All right. So the next one is ironic because we're using Twitch right now. So
And
because
we have B4, or sorry,
or HTML5. Yeah. So Twitch is now competing against YouTube because YouTube did the video or direct video uploads. That's what they're like the king of. And then they released this new YouTube Gaming, which is competing against Twitch with 60 FPS live streaming. So now Twitch is going after YouTube's gaming business, and they announced at TwitchCon, which I think was last weekend, they announced that they're going to start allowing direct video uploads in 2016. So they're going to be like YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you gotta expand, grow and stuff like that. But
I think they just should stick with live only and
I
make it better.
agree too.
There's so many things wrong with it that they could fix instead of going
Not
with
even
an
that.
upload.
I mean, it's just. I mean, I'm really. I mean, because I said that. Like, I don't know if you got to it in the part where they're developing a new search feature and stuff like that.
No, that was
Rolling
the
out
last dot.
Yeah, they're rolling out a new search engine, which they're going to have to, and they're going to have to come up with a way to seamlessly, like, okay, well, here's my VODs, that you can watch of past broadcasts, but here's my highlight. I mean, other videos I upload. I mean, it's like there's too much stuff going on, I think, and it'll distract the users and take away from the experience. I mean, Twitch is really good at live stream. I mean,
Well, maybe the
it's a
VODs will be
great
like what I do
content.
now. Maybe the VODs will be like what I do now. Like I know whenever, like when Jay does his live show, he streams live to YouTube, not YouTube Gaming, of course, but just regular YouTube. And when he's done streaming, it just automatically becomes one of his videos in his list, like mine does
yeah.
when I upload
But-
it. So maybe it's going to be like that. Like the VOD will just
Well, yeah, I
become.
mean, Well, yeah,
it will go to
it'll
the
be
direct
like that.
upload. So it won't be called a VOD. It won't be in a VOD section. It'll just be in your uploaded videos.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? They would just put it like, so you would have live and uploaded, and that's it. And the VODs
But-
would automatically go into the uploaded.
Yeah, I think
Because
you'll want
technically
to.
you're uploading it when you're streaming
Sure,
it, right?
there'll be a folder or something. There's some kind of discrepancy because you want to encourage these big YouTubers to continue or to switch over to just Twitch solely. So they'll upload their content to this, and there'll be a special spot for people to go to get all their latest content. Just like you go to their channel, YouTube, boom, videos up on top. Now, if you have their latest video, but then there's like 4 live streams after that, and it's like down in the list, it's
Right.
distracting. So
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm guessing that's how it would be. But the other announcement that they made at TwitchCon was that they'd be rolling out full HTML5 player now, and some broadcasters have already been using it. And according to that guy above my head, apparently we're on HTML5 now.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. I haven't looked at it. I just hit the stream button.
It looks completely different. Like the video looks completely different. It looks a lot like YouTube's video.
Is streaming good? Does it look good? Does it seem like
no,
it's smoother?
It looks exactly the same. Seems exactly the same. Like I don't notice any quality differences or anything like that. I'm sure HTML5 uses a lot less CPU power than Flash, because Flash is a resource hog. So for older computers, it'll be even better. Like my old laptop, like I always complained about my old laptop. It was only a dual core, but if I try to do a 60 FPS 100 or source quality streams, it was 100% duty cycle, and I think it would only display like 35 frames per second. So that's one thing I wanted to get the new laptop for, was get crisp, smooth 30 FPS streams. But I get this new laptop, and now I switched to HTML5, which my old laptop probably gonna do. But my old laptop died actually because my cat's.
Now your old laptop was a pile of shit, so you needed.
It really was. I was getting a hard drive errors, which I think was from the SATA controller. So because I read there was issues with those laptops, anyways. But hang on 1 second. I'll read this afterwards.
Finish what you're saying, and you can read it while I talk about the next article.
Yeah. I lost what I was thinking.
Talking about your old laptop dying, and you could have done 60 FPS in HTML5, but you didn't.
Yeah,
and all
I think
that,
I was just going on a tangent on my old laptop dying.
So Too Long didn't read. His laptop was a turd, and cats killed it, and so now he's got a new baller laptop.
Strangely, it blows my mind how this laptop died. Right. All right. So it was sitting on the table. The charger was plugged in. I mean, it's just so stupid. I mean, it makes sense, but it's just still so stupid. So, all right, the charger was plugged into the laptop, but not plugged into the wall, right? It was sitting on the table. Mm-hmm. So, and the table's next to where I feed my cats and their water bowl is. So, anyways, cat was on the table, knocked the charger into their water bowl. So I figured, it wasn't plugged in, no big deal, right? So unplugged it, whatever, dried it off, I think it was 2 weeks later, because I hardly used my laptop because it was a pile. It sucked. So what are we doing? What are we drawing? You drawing a picture of what's going on?
Yes.
But anyway, so okay.
I would attempt to.
So anyways, 2 weeks later, 2 weeks go by. Jesus, never used the laptop. Plug it back in. Opened up the laptop, used it. The battery was fully charged, drained all the battery out of it, and then go to plug it in. It's like, oh man, it's not charging. Okay, well I figured it was in the water dish, so maybe it blew a fuse or something in there. No big deal. I had another charger. Go get the other charger, plug that in, still doesn't charge. So because it was plugged in and went into water, it fried out something in the laptop in the charger, and so I was forced to use a new, what's it called? Very good. Now you gotta have a socket in the wall. So, but the weird thing is like the lights come on, everything comes on. It's just the laptop doesn't charge for whatever reason. I mean, the laptop worked perfectly. I had a full charge in the battery, used up the full charge.
Some baller drawing right there, my friend.
Yeah. And then it just doesn't work anymore.
That is actually awesome. Like I don't honestly think that I've had or heard of any other laptop dying any other better way than that.
I know. That's just it's.
I forgot. I don't know if this is actually what happened. I'm guessing that it was like up on top of something and they knocked it off, because I don't see how you could get into the bowl. They'd have to pick it up.
The laptop and the charger were on the table. Then below the table, off to the side. It's literally like 4 feet away, right? That's how far the cat threw it when it tried to run off the table. Actually, the other cat, I think, was trying to chase it, so it was trying to run from the other one and kicked it off the table, and it flew 4 feet into the water bowl. This little water bowl, like this big. This cat's got a good aim, man. So. Man, you should be a graphics artist. This is top quality stuff. Hey, family show. No bad words.
There you go.
Yeah, no, right?
That's what happened. The cat was like, "You're not paying attention to me. You're watching Twitch." Done. Laptop.
Well, I
R.I.P.
didn't use the laptop long or often enough, so it wasn't warm for the cat to sit on and annoy me with. So
You missed my sweet drawing. I'll have to show you later. It was pretty epic.
it'll be on the VOD.
It'll be on the VOD.
We'll upload to YouTube, or maybe eventually upload to
yeah, that one too.
YouTube. Twitch Tube.
Twitch,
Whatever they call it.
Twitch tube.
Yeah, back to the story we're talking about that I didn't post.
Yeah. So anyway,
So yeah, they're trying to go after YouTube.
yeah, trying to go after YouTube,
Their
and I don't
business.
really know if that's going to happen, but whatever.
I mean,
I think Twitch needs to stay live, YouTube needs to stay uploads, and everybody plays happy.
Yeah, I think so.
Personally,
When you're good,
I
at
love
one
going
thing,
to YouTube to watch like tech shit, like all the stuff that people can like spend some time and make a really good quality recording, like a show, and good quality.
Technically,
For
it'll
Twitch
be the
doesn't
same
do that.
thing.
Well, technically it'll be the same thing, but yes. But I'm just saying, Twitch to me is just like something I go to watch something like somebody playing a game or something live, and whereas YouTube to me is more of something that I want to go and watch something that maybe was a review on a product that came out 3 years ago, and you're just curious as to what it is or how good it was. That's how I look at it. I don't think I'll ever go to Twitch
Change.
and watch a uploaded video ever.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I'm sure there's people that do it, but just like going to Twitch to watch VODs. It's
I
just,
don't do that. Yeah.
It's not the same. Well, I mean, that's different because it's live, and then a lot of the streamers interact with their chat and stuff like that. So it's just that disconnecting feeling when you're watching a VOD, I guess. But
Oh. Oh well.
I agree completely. I think they should just stick to live streaming. But hey, man, gotta get Amazon's like, let's get some of that YouTube money. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going for it, going for broke. Well, I guess technically Twitch or YouTube is doing the same thing with YouTube Gaming. So
Yeah. I wonder how the
both
money
suck
thing
at
would
the
work
other
though.
things.
Is it going to go by
Same thing.
views?
Yeah, it'll be views and ad views because there'll be
Subscriptions or
pre-rolled
whatever?
ads. Pre-rolled ads, just like YouTube.
Yeah.
So they might make like a, which I hope they don't, make like a subscription video service, which I'm sure they're probably going to.
Who?
Where you
Twitch?
have like your subscribers will have, their own video section that you won't like normal plebs won't be able to watch.
Oh, that's fine with me. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
I use Twitch to watch Counter-Strike matches, and that's it.
but
I don't watch anything else.
Think,
Well,
I just think it'll
Linus's live stream and all that kind of stuff I watch, but that's
yeah,
it.
it'll just limit the. I don't know.
Like if I have to pay and I have to be
videos.
subscribed to watch their uploaded videos, no thanks. I'll go to YouTube. Bye.
Yeah, I guess it's just an added perk of the subscription on Twitch.
Yeah, because there really is no point in the subscription at this point. If you ask
No,
me,
it's
like I was thinking
really
about that
it's
today.
just to help out. It's just to help out your streamers,
Right.
to
Like
pay.
I was thinking about that on the way to work today. I was like, now if they made it to where
I
like,
really think if they
you only
they
had a
fix-
maximum quality of like 480p unless you subscribed, then that would be the only reason why you would pay.
I would just not even use the service if it was like that.
That's what I'm saying. There's no point in subscribing other than to help
The
them
only
out.
way, like the turbo thing, like the original subscriber thing was
I don't know what the
they
turbo thing
played.
is.
Well, that's why I'm explaining it. Twitch, they display ads every 30 minutes or whatever. They ran ads like the
Oh, I
the
don't see
streamer
those.
streamer had no control over that, right? So I mean, yeah, ad block gets through it, but what was I saying? Oh, if you did turbo or subscribe to the streamers, you didn't see any ads. It was like commercial free. So I thought that was a good benefit for the service, but then if they have a lot of their users that aren't seeing ads, they can't sell ad revenue, so they got rid of that. They can't sell ads if only half of your user base is watching ads, or less than half, or whatever.
Right.
It's just bad marketing, so they got rid of that. But I thought that was a great service. Like it worked. I thought there's a big benefit to going to subscribing if you're watching this guy, and plus then it supports them and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, but I would rather donate to him rather than freaking give money to Twitch and the guy.
But you're using Twitch service.
So I'm using YouTube service every day too, and I'm not paying them.
Yeah. So, I mean,
they've been around a lot longer than Twitch has.
I didn't see a problem with it. I mean,
I'm just saying, there's no benefit to it.
If they have a problem with their cut, that's on them for negotiating their contract with Twitch. So that's not on me. So, but
right.
I mean, I agree. More should go towards the content creators than the actual services, but services won't be around if they're not making money as well. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I agree.
I'm just saying, if I can log in,
subscribing to the content creator. I mean, yeah, it's cool emojis you can use in chat, and you can chat in when it's sub-only mode and stuff like that. But I don't.
Not a perk.
Yeah, for me,
I don't chat, so
zero incentive to do it. The only thing I'd want to do it for is just to support the streamer.
Yeah,
the content creator.
They're like, oh yeah, subscribe to us, and you can have these sweet little emoticons or whatever. I don't fucking care about them damn things.
They're trying to give you something for helping, support it. So it gives you more incentive to do it. It's not like, oh, I'm subscribing to get this. You're subscribing to help the or the content creator, and then as a bonus you get all this extra stuff.
That's why I'd just rather donate though. That's what I would do. I would just donate to them because I care more about that than I care about the service. I mean, obviously he can't do what he's doing if he doesn't have the service, but they're not hurting. So,
but like YouTube, you can't really do a subscription or donation thing. I mean, I guess you could, but it's just
I have
weird.
a donation thing right now.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems weird to me to like donate to YouTube video. I mean, at least when you're live streaming,
well, you're donating to the
you get
person
that notification up at the top. It's like, oh, blah blah blah. So you just get that little. You get something for your money. Well, here it's just like, oh, you donated, and the guy,
no,
he's happy he got the money, but you never see that gratification. So it's like you're just giving money away kind of thing. I mean, yeah, you're doing it for the same reasons, but at least when you're doing it live streaming, you get that little feedback from your support. So in that aspect, I see it differently. Like, I think people are more inclined. What I'm trying to get at is people are more inclined to donate.
I think more people are inclined to donate so they can post some stupid ass freaking message on live stream. That's what it is.
Well, yeah, I mean, there are people like that, but
I don't think it has anything to see. I don't think it has anything to do with them feeling gratification because they get to see their name pop up there that they donated. I think it's all because they can post something retarded and he'll read it.
But not. I mean, a lot of
he's guaranteed to read it. At least some it is.
There's some.
I think it's more of that than anything else.
But the majority of the donations aren't all stupid stuff. I mean, most of them are, blah, 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 things, but, just, normal stuff, might be a little joke or something, but it's not just stupid, see more butts, blah, 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 just stupid stuff like that.
Well, no.
Money.
But people just talk, that's like, I like almost every other one I see is talking about his big head. So it's like, the joke's old now, so.
It's just a stupid joke with the channel.
So, yeah, anyway.
I mean, I just think that with,
I think them just having the money in their pocket is enough. I don't need the gratification of seeing my name pop up there saying that I donated. Just me knowing that I donated. I'm not looking for somebody to hug me and give me a, hey, good job, you gave him money. I just know I did it myself. So.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's more, people are more inclined to do that when they get that feedback. Yeah. So donations work better for live streaming than YouTube. So that's where like YouTube subscription or video subscription thing kind of works. But I mean, same thing, like all the perks of subscribing in Twitch. I mean, you wouldn't have those, like YouTube, you couldn't have a subscriber thing unless you had like subscriber video section or something like that. I mean, what perks are you getting besides giving them money? I mean, nothing really. So it's just
perks,
to help. I guess say incentivize people to, I don't even know if that's a word, but give incentive for people to give some money. It gives them a little feedback or kickback, so it gives them something for giving them money, rather than just People are,
Oh.
if you can get the content for free, people are less likely to give money if they don't get anything in return. That's what I'm getting at.
I guess I'm just a grown-up. If I know that I gave him money to help him continue on with giving him to allow him to be paid to do a service, which is to give me content, that's enough for me. I don't need any kickback or anything like that. Just knowing that I help them continue doing what they're wanting to do, and
that
I get
process,
content.
though, is in the minority.
Oh yeah, of course it is, and that's sad.
What I'm getting at.
Anyway, so speaking of gamers, the G410 Atlas Spectrum.
Atlas Spectrum TKL mechanical keyboard.
10 keyless mechanical gaming keyboard. You got to say the gaming word because that makes it so much cooler.
I hate 10 keyless keyboards. I mean, I get it maybe. No, I don't even get it. I hate 10 keyless.
I love my 10 keyless board, but I will say this. For gaming, it's nice having those extra buttons, but the only reason why those extra buttons come in handy is on Arma 3, which runs like shit now, so I probably will never play it again. So I don't really need the 10 key.
Yeah.
I don't do any data entry stuff, though. I don't do numbers, and I don't do any of that.
I just think it adds
So it's pointless.
It adds balance to the keyboard.
What does it add balance to? You don't even use them.
I use them all the time, typing numbers and stuff.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't do numbers.
Yeah. But
same with Kristen. Kristen absolutely hates 10 keyless boards.
If
there's no 10 key on it, she won't use it.
Even if I don't even use it, purely it's a balance thing. It gives that keyboard symmetry. If you had just the keyboard without the arrow keys and all that other stuff, just the keyboard, like most small laptop or small form laptops, if it was just the enter key to shift key or caps lock or whatever that row is,
yeah,
it'd be fine because it's balanced. But with the arrow
it has
keys
all the buttons you really need. There's nothing that a 10 key needs.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking just about visual balance for me. That's the only reason I will
visual
never buy
balance.
10.
That's the most retarded reason ever.
Without the numpad. That's the only reason. I just can't stand it. I can't stand looking at it. I think it's ugly. I need that balance, man.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna put that up on
It's my OCD.
I'm gonna put that up on the top of my list as one of the most ridiculous excuses I've ever heard in my life.
What are you talking about?
So anyway,
it's like the Nexus 6. Like we were talking, I think it was last stream.
What about the Nexus 6?
How you hated that little black bar thing. It's just like visual cues you hate.
I know, but you don't even use it. It's just like a freaking hemorrhoid sticking off the side of the keyboard because you're not going to use it. It's a fucking taking up space. That's extra space that you could use for your mouse to move. Why the hell do you need it there if you're not going to use it?
I don't play that close anyways. I'd spread out.
Oh, I don't play like an albatross.
Oh yeah, I do. So I'm like, get my arms out, headshot, boom, headshot.
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't play that way.
I don't know. I just be all close together. It's just hands right in front of me. I don't know. It's just not comfortable.
Oh no, it's not that close together.
I mean,
I'm sitting out like this. You can't even see because it's that far. I mean, I'm out wider than my chest is.
This is how I play.
I'm out wider than my chest is, though. So I slide the keyboard out so that way my WASD is out wider than my left chest or my left shoulder, and then my mouse is out past. But if I need to go in from right to left, I have more room there because there's no 6 inches of useless keyboard there.
I ran out of mouse pad before that, and I have a giant mouse pad. See, this is how I like when I game. Excuse my dirtiness of my thing, but see if this works. I mean, this is my setup. If it works, if I can learn how to do this.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
about the same.
At the edge of my mouse pad, but I don't know.
It's pretty much the same.
I mean, it's pretty much the same. It's just
I just have no use for 10 keys, so I wasn't gonna pay the extra money
without the keys on there, man.
See, because like with my board, they had the 10 key and then they had the 10 keyless, and the 10 key was like $80, and the 10 key or 10 keyless was $80, and the 10 key was like $140. So am I gonna pay $60 for extra keys I'll never fucking touch? Hell no, that's a waste of money. Just like Mr. Dude over here with his visual balance, he doesn't want to pay an extra $100 to get an epic freaking camera phone, which is the main thing that he wants on a phone is a badass camera, but he doesn't want to spend $100 on it.
I don't even want to spend $300 on a phone. Let's be honest here, but
dude. Your Galaxy S3 is like a freaking clamshell phone now. So.
Oh, I know, it's a piece of crap. I absolutely hate it.
It's way behind the times.
I literally every day want to break my phone in half. Literally want to break my phone in half every single day.
Like, I think if you just use a stock 2013 Nexus 5, you would shit yourself as to how awesome that phone runs.
Dude, if I had a Nexus 4, I think it'd be better than the phone I got now.
Maybe.
Just because it's pure vanilla
Because
Android
it's pure vanilla Android.
I mean, I literally... My phone gets so slow sometimes, I literally want to break it. I mean, I just want to go snap.
Dude, even my freaking Note 5 has like freaking crazy slowdowns for whatever reason. The shit just starts chugging and does nothing for like 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden it comes back and it's like the fastest freaking thing I've ever used. It's like, what the hell is that all about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, Android, get your shit together.
It's annoying.
Actually, it's probably Samsung. I'm chalking it up to Samsung.
No.
Samsung's a shithole. I hate Samsung phones. I tried to go back to it thinking it was going to be awesome now, and it sucks ass.
When I use my sister's freaking old, well, when she had it, old
there's no visual balance with this phone.
Get out. Hey, you were stuck in the same exact thing about the stupid black bar.
I know.
But yeah,
all right, go ahead.
No, you go back to even like the old iPhone, man. Those things visually run super smooth. I mean, yeah, it takes a long time to open some newer apps and stuff like that, just because the phone specs suck. But I mean, they're pleasant to use. That's where I think Android definitely.
So does that mean you're going to get an iPhone?
I mean, literally, I've thought about it.
Dude, thank you. Okay, I feel comfortable talking to you about this now.
Cameras are amazing, and just the user experience is okay. I mean, I don't really care for it. I like my desktop type setup on the Android. I don't like just having apps everywhere. I like having...
Yeah, that's the main thing that Kristen and I can't stand. But what I did was I was watching this one thing, and of course you can have folders, which obviously, you can have folders. But like you can put I use folders now on Android, so it's not a big deal.
And, cool stuff. I don't want...
That's the big thing for me. Apparently, I'm in the minority on a lot of my Google Plus stuff. Like when I'm in my Android community and talking with them, apparently I'm in the minority here whenever I talk about liking to use widgets. Apparently, everybody hates widgets now.
Oh, I love useful widgets. I don't like bloated crap or whatever. Well, no, calendar app. Let's
see.
Weather.
Like mine. Kind of thing. I have the weather clock on that one. If I swipe over, I have my Plume, which is my Twitter feed, is all right there.
I'd rather go into the app for something.
Oh no,
that.
It has all the exact same options as the in the app does. It's just on the widget. I have my calendar for my Google Calendar on the other screen. Then you can just use an iPhone then.
Here's a I love here. Let me go back.
Because if you go into the app anyway, then there's no point in having a widget.
Slow my phone is. Slow.
I hate going into the apps. The apps piss me off.
All right, so in my home screen or whatever, has the weather and the clock, whatever. And then go to the right, has the search widget, which, whatever,
useless,
I use sometimes.
But sometimes, yeah.
Then the calendar.
Okay, yeah.
The calendar, but it has apps and stuff on the bottom. It doesn't take all the thing. Then on the other side, a calendar, like a to-do list, which I don't really have anything except for...
Weekend technology.
Yep, exactly. And then, another little useful thing, the alarms, and the flashlight widget and stuff like that. Just small little useful widgets. I love, absolutely love. Like the This one.
Yeah, I love full screen widgets,
like
man. I love a full screen widget. I like to be able to
basically
swipe
just
and
using
see the
that.
entire thing.
I mean, I do get that. Like,
But yeah, but the
no
app
joke,
takes
no
time to
joke.
open, though.
No.
That's the problem I have. It's like the
No.
fucking
Like, I'm agreeing with
Samsung.
you. If okay, say you had like this is a good idea. Maybe it's $1 million idea. All right, a home screen, right? You have your.
Well, don't
you set
tell
up
everybody
your-
now. No, let's wait until after the stream. If it's going to be $1 million idea,
It's not $1 million idea. I don't know how to program. Someone can take it, and I'll
I
just
know,
sue
but
them.
I can give it to somebody.
Because this is documented
sue
on
them.
Twitch. This is my idea. See, I'm covered there. I got my Twitch copyright going on.
Okay, maybe
It's like
maybe if you
the
use
poor man's copyright of writing in the post office and mailing it to yourself, the postal copyright.
that might be legit as long as you use Apple's lawyers.
But anyways, so you have your home screen, right? You know,
Mm-hmm.
your normal stuff, but you swipe right and it's like, you know, like you're saying full screen widget, but it's actually the app. So you swipe between apps. I mean, yeah, then that has to be running all the time and stuff like that. I don't know how it would work, but
Well, see, that's the problem I was having.
so you swipe
It's
right,
like-
you're in your Facebook then. You know, swipe left, then you're in Twitter, you know. Something like that would be kind of cool.
that's a widget then.
Technically, but it's like it's not. I guess yeah. If it's a full screen widget, takes the whole screen and acts just like the app, then yeah.
That's exactly what Plume is. It's everything in it does the exact same thing as the app, except for it's the widget.
Full. I mean, I'm talking.
And that's the
full
problem I have is that like yeah,
Full
it's full screen. It's full screen.
Like you don't have the app button or anything like that. The home button. Well, I guess the home buttons are.
But yeah, not
like-
for me. No, because well, yeah, I have the app drawer down at the bottom and all that stuff.
No, I'm
still.
talking get rid
Yeah.
of all that. You just
Oh,
swipe
yeah.
directly into the app, kind of thing. Like you go directly into the app. I'd be cool with that.
But
But
then
not no full screen widget. No.
But then you would have
Get
to
the-
swipe left to go into. No, full screen widget's best, man. I'm telling you. Because the problem I have is
That's
even with
the
this fucking
Android.
phone. Listen, listen,
You
listen,
have
listen,
Android,
listen.
and it's different. We don't have
Listen,
to
motherfucker.
set these direct ways like Apple has.
Listen. Note 5, okay? Fastest fucking phone on the market. The only phone with 4 gigabytes of RAM, and every single app has to reload every single time you fucking open it. Even if you didn't even close it from your recents, it has to reload the entire app over again. Why? Why? With the widget, I don't have to worry about that. I just
it sucks.
I just swipe over, hit and it's already refreshed because it's refreshing in the background. I don't have to open up the freaking app and wait for it to freaking reload, little swirly icon, and none of that crap. That's why I love the full screen widget. That's why I like the full screen widget.
Seconds.
But still, it's time.
I
Two-
just I
two,
like
3
having that-
seconds
I
over
like
how
having
many
that
times?
Separation. Me personally, that's the only thing I like. That separation.
What separation? I still have separation. I swipe
In my
over and I get to see my information that I want to see now. And then I swipe the other way, I see my calendar, which is information I want to see now. And then
So I have those
my
6 core
Gmail,
apps on my main home.
and then my
screen.
Gmail,
Tap that.
Hangouts, all of those are useless widgets. I don't use Gmail widget or Hangouts widget because they're dumb. Because the widget, you like, if you want to read, you can read, but the minute you want to do anything and you click on that widget, it automatically just opens the app, so it's pointless. Whereas the widget for Plume, I can retweet, I can post to it, I can do anything I want to it without even opening the app.
All right, well,
That's why I like it.
That's a properly engineered
Right.
widget.
Which is exactly what you were talking about doing, except for you want full screen,
Yeah, just
not
if I wanted
full screen.
I want
You want
that
actual full
separation
screen.
between my desktop and my app. That's the only difference.
Oh, I don't have a desktop on my phone.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, smart ass. But anyway, but yeah,
but I like that separation.
that's the thing that I've been talking about though. Like I really don't want to go iPhone. I really don't. But at the same time, I really do. Because the more and more I help people at work with them, because obviously my work supplies them to people for work phones. You have the choice between, I think it's the 5S still. They don't have the 6 or anything yet. But like the 5S, which is fucking tiny, by the way. But the 5S, and then I think you have the HTC One M8, I think it is. So the good one, not the shitty one. And So most people choose the iPhone just because, you know, it's an iPhone, so everybody wants it. And then they constantly bringing them to me, asking me how to do certain things on it. And like you said, the same complaint that you had, the freaking top left back button is the most annoying thing on the planet. If they got rid of that...
It's just because we're so used to having that back button down at the bottom. It's just because we're used to that it's so awkward. Because like my sister, she doesn't even think about it. She's used iPhones her whole life. So,
but see, that's the thing though. With a small one, with a small phone, it's okay.
I don't even know how old he is. He had an iPhone for work, right? That's the one thing he complained about. He's like, oh, that stupid back button. He was so used to Android, so he'd hit the home button and it goes completely out of the app, and he has to go back in it. You know, he absolutely hated the iPhone. Mm-hmm. It's just because he first used the Android and got used to the Android and how it worked and everything, and so he's
like the big thing I don't like about the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus or whatever is the bezel. There's like a huge bezel around the screen. It makes it look like some cheap plastic knockoff.
Most people have cases, so it's
I
not
hate cases.
Deal,
so
I agree. I hate cases as well, but I think my next phone probably will have a case. Like the case you have on your Note, if there's something like that available for the Moto X, I'll probably get it.
Definitely will be. I'm sure.
I like that case. The review you did on the case.
Yeah, the case is nice, but
you should watch it. There'll be a link to it right here. I don't know if you'll actually do that, but
yeah, I will. Now that you said something, I do. When you actually comment and make a comment about a certain video, I always go in there and add a card that pops out from the side. It's like, we suggest this video.
No, but I really like that case. Just it looks good. It looks like it protects really well. And
yeah, it does. Kristen loves hers.
So,
but I haven't.
If there's a case like
I took it off because it drives me crazy. If I don't feel the actual phone, I hate it, man. I don't know what it is. It just makes it feel cheap to me.
I agree.
Like holding the phone just feels so much better. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
That's like the Moto X. They have those.
We didn't even talk about the keyboard. We stopped.
It's just a keyboard. Who cares? It doesn't have 10 keys, so it's a piece of crap anyway.
We had a tangent from your visual balance.
Yeah.
You started talking about phones. Anyway, so it's a 10 keyless board. It's going to be using Logitech's exclusive.
I'm going to have to watch back to see how he went from keyboards to visual.
Because you started talking about visual balance, and I started making fun of you about that, and then you started talking about the black bar across the top of the 6P.
But how do we get from there to talking about iPhones and how cool they are?
Because then we started talking about our different phones and the different things that we like about our phones, and then you started saying something about thinking about going to an iPhone because it just freaking works. Because it does. It just works. There's certain things that are annoying about it, but it just freaking works. Like playing around with people's iPhones at work, it's just super smooth and everything else. It's just, I don't know. I'm sort of thinking about making the jump, but I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. What the hell's that?
It's a fuel pump, but it's like burnt up or something.
Oh, I look like a heat shield on a turbo or something to me.
Kind of.
Anyway, so it's going to use Logitech's exclusive Roamer G key switches, which they claim it will have 25% faster actuation than standard, aka I'm just going to say that standard in quotations means Cherry MX, key switches, and more durable. It's a 10 keyless design, of course. And during an old live stream, Logitech's Chris Pate saw that gamers in the chat were requesting a 10 keyless keyboard from Logitech. And he told them to keep their eye out in the future. And holy crap, they actually listened and delivered.
Mm-hmm. So good on them for doing what people want.
Yep.
Which I think
good on them for making a 10 keyless board, which is so much better than a 10 keyboard.
It's crappy. No one likes this, but whatever. Someone was trolling this guy, like, yeah, we want this keyboard, and they're like, all right, let's do this.
Your 10 keyless or your 10 key keyboard sucks. I'm just saying.
It does.
It's taking up valuable desk space.
I have plenty of desk space, actually.
No, because the other 75% of it is taken up by cats.
This is true. I actually probably saw so much freaking hair all over my desk. It's ridiculous.
I don't know how you do it, dude. The old Justin, the old Justin would not allow a cat to play around by his computer because of the cat hair and the dander and the dust getting into his computer. And now you just don't care.
Who's this guy? I don't think I've ever met him.
No. You met him. Anyway, so the next article is the Google Pixel C, which they talked about at their event. And I'm just going
Which
to...
is Monday, Tuesday, the 29th.
Yeah, I'm just going to spout out all this crap because we're already at an hour and a half, and nobody's going to buy this thing anyway. So I'm just going to ramble this off really quick.
Yeah, I hate the form factor. I mean, the
form factor is not...
I'm jumping ahead, but it looks crappy. It's an iPad form factor. It's just...
Yeah, it's square. It's not widescreen. Anyway, so Google's Microsoft Surface and iPad Pro competitor. It doesn't run Chrome OS, which is probably the big thing here because it's an Android tablet per se, which is straying away from the Chrome OS exclusive, which is what the Pixel line always was. The Pixel line was always Chrome OS, and now it's not. So that's kind of odd.
I think they needed to evolve Chrome OS to be their tablet line, and they shouldn't have never had Android on the tablets. And then Chrome OS, I think, would have took off a little bit better. But I think
the Chrome OS on the keyboard or the actual laptops are good.
And Android, I think, is stupid, in my opinion. Because, I mean, if you have...
I don't think so. Apple has their OS X, and then they have their iOS. It's not all the same all the way across.
But it's still a separation. I mean...
iOS is still on their tablet.
Having
they don't have OS X on their tablets.
With Chrome OS is just, it's limiting. I think I'd much rather have Windows or Android. You know what I mean? But it's like Chrome OS just seems limiting. There's not a lot of apps for it. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong on that, but I just see it as a dead platform. Like I can't go get, stupid iOS game, or not iOS, but Android games, or just stupid little stuff that they have with the Android. If they made it one or the other, it'd be good. I think.
I thought Android games were in the Chrome OS.
Maybe, like I said, because of that, I have an absolute zero interest in Chrome OS because it's only on the netbooks or whatever, the little laptops, Chromebooks, which I think is, I'd rather have Windows 100%. It's more useful for me.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I should just, I'm an old man, get off my lawn, sitting on his rocker in the front porch. I just need to try it, and maybe I'd like it. But
basically, that whenever we downloaded those, the other version of Hangouts, how it came with the Google App Launcher?
Yeah.
Just use that.
I hate it.
That's Chrome OS.
I hated it.
Okay, so you hate Chrome OS. So it has a removable keyboard sold separately with magnets.
I don't know about you. I went back to the browser integrated Hangouts. I think it's so much cleaner than the other one.
Yeah, I agree. It can the magnets can stick on this screen side or on the back of the tablet. It has a stiff magnetic hinged tabs similar to the Surface Pro that snap onto the tablet and allow from 100 degrees to 180 degrees, so you can basically lay it flat.
And they're strong. So, like if you do pick up the keyboard, it won't
like a normal like a normal laptop. It won't fall apart. So there's no trackpad, which is the crappiest thing about the whole thing, in my opinion, because now you have to touch it. And they said that the strong or the hinges, the magnets on the hinges are really, really strong, but whenever you poke the screen, because there's no trackpad, it wiggles, like it bounces. So that's shitty. The display is a weird...
What about the Surface? Is it like that?
No, the Surface isn't like that at all.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't think. No, because it has the kickstand that goes out the... Wait, hold on. It has the kickstand that goes out the back. So when you push... Trackpad, right? Yeah, it has a trackpad.
Oh, okay. It does have a trackpad then. Okay, never mind. Yeah. What about your 2-in-1?
No, my 2-in-1 is basically like a laptop.
It has a trackpad then?
It has like... it has a trackpad. Okay.
Right, that's all I was asking about.
That's why I'm like, why the hell does this thing not have a trackpad? I'm like, what the hell were they thinking? But
make it small, because it looks like the keyboard, like visually, the keyboard, if you fold it up somehow,
it does.
Side
it becomes a screen protector essentially. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
for it, because
the display
keyboard, it doesn't sit on the end of the keyboard. It sits in the middle. You see that in the picture.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I guess it's
that. If it moved the keyboard up and it sat at the edge of it, if it like clipped on, or
Yeah.
I guess magnets at the corner or something like that, they'd have enough room for a trackpad. But they thought this was better design. But
So the display is a weird 1 by 1.414 aspect ratio, which
it's not 4:3. It's real close to 4:3.
Really close to 4:3. Yeah.
Yeah, 1.33 is 4:3. So
Yeah.
'cause
So
I'm retarded.
I guess they're saying that people were suggesting that I guess was built to show off Marshmallow's experimental multi-window mode, which was available in the first developer preview, but it hasn't came. It got taken out in the second developer preview, and it didn't come back in the third.
Okay, let's be real. You have multi-windows, right? You want them side by side, so why wouldn't you have a widescreen display? I mean,
I don't know. I didn't see it.
That
I
whole
didn't see
setup that they said is just retarded.
Apparently, the way
sense.
that it works, though, with that screen, it's like perfect.
Yeah, then
From what people said, I don't know. They moved
I'll
it.
have to watch a video on that to see how it,
Yeah,
because I'm sure it's probably like pages
it's-
or something. It's not like side by side.
Yeah, I know, but it hasn't been in any of the Marshmallow releases since the very first preview. They took it out because it was experimental, and I guess it was causing problems with bugs, and people were using it on their cell phones, so they removed it from the code altogether. And it might come back, but
That's where they should have had that separation.
Yeah,
I don't know.
guess it's time to go or iPhone.
Well, iPhone's all the same too.
Eh.
Then it's just crap because they have different versions for. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Nothing's good enough, man. I'm
Nope.
just going to stick with my Windows PC because Windows 10 is awesome.
They moved the traditional key layout around and removed some keys to make it fit to the size of the tablet, but Google says the keys are spaced out perfectly for excellent typing speeds and accuracy. For the missing keys, they expect you to use the on-screen keyboard.
What missing keys? I'm looking. I don't really see much.
Well, I mean, there's no, like, home, page, down, end, delete, pause, print screen.
That's not major.
Well, no, but it's missing keys, so they got to point that out.
Yeah.
So
But
it has
it's
4 microphones
Android,
across the top
so-
for insanely accurate voice pickup, they're guessing.
Probably more noise cancellation than anything.
Maybe.
'Cause that's where like multiple microphones they use for it. They, cancel out with the other microphones. The
Yeah, they
ones
mentioned
missing.
using it for
Exactly.
like meetings and shit, I guess. I don't know. Like
Yeah, it's just
I don't
to
know,
help
whatever.
isolate sounds.
it's like I said before, it's weird that it's running Android, not Chrome OS, because Google has never really put any focus into their tablet apps since the beginning of them doing a tablet. I mean, look at Honeycomb. Honeycomb was actually an OS or an Android version that was specifically made for tablets, and they never did anything with it. Like
They
it
made a new
died.
version, which-
yeah,
yeah.
it died immediately. I think it was like the quickest one that they moved away from.
Yeah, Honeycomb should have evolved to Chrome OS, and then they should have developed it side by side, still based on Android, so all the Android apps worked, but made it specifically for
Tablets.
laptops like this and tablets.
Yeah.
I think that's what they should have done. But
Agreed.
whatever.
So the reviewer in the article, Ars Technica or whatever, said that it felt clunky overall, and the Pixel C starts off at $500 for the 32 gigabyte model plus a $150 for the keyboard.
That's pricey.
It's separate.
Yo,
So-
I just got my i7 4
Yo,
8 thread,
Job, we got a
4 gigs
badass
of
over
RAM.
here.
256 gig SSD laptop for $300. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Laptops are so cheap. I don't see something like this ever taking off. I mean,
That's why I think tablets and stuff are really fucking dumb and pointless.
yeah, unless they're quick and they're like $300. Like if you could buy like,
But then I
guess
can
not
just
like
use my
Surface.
phone. It's like there's no
Yeah.
point.
I agree. It's
Whenever
just that
you're making
niche-
phones
it's that niche
6-inch
market.
screens, there's absolutely no reason to buy a tablet.
I can see having a tablet, but it's basically
I've owned
laptop.
a tablet and I never used it.
Yeah, it'd be basically used like a laptop.
But then you'd have to buy like the 10-inch iPad minimum. Otherwise, it's useless.
Oh, I agree. I'd say 10 to 14 inches.
And then how much are you spending on a 10-inch iPad? $900?
Well, I think they're too expensive. And you just buy a laptop instead because it's more powerful. And now they have touchscreen laptops for like $500. So I mean, what's the big deal?
Yeah, they even have the ones that are like convertible, where like you can flip it over. And the screen rotates around, and then you hold it like a tablet.
That's what a tablet should be.
Yeah,
like joke. That's what a tablet should be. But no, they make
I want a bespoke tablet.
Yeah, they have $1,000 tablet. They can't do as much as a laptop. So it's like, well, I'm just gonna go buy a laptop. And like you said,
I want a tablet with a desktop GTX 980.
35-inch phone, you know, you're like boombox phone. You're like, yo, what's up, bro?
Yeah. Hey, don't make fun of my big phone.
Yeah.
My big phone's awesome, and you're jealous.
It is. I am jealous. I have its
size matters.
I have its
oh, there's more pictures.
Grandpappy right here. So, one thing I do like though. Ultrabooks, man, they're so small and like light and awesome.
Oh, okay, I see.
My laptop is big, heavy, and ugly.
So the magnetic hinge actually snaps onto the back this way. So I can see why it would be bouncy.
Flimsy, yeah.
Whereas the Surface, are you looking at my screen? Okay, yeah. Like as the Surface, it actually it's a part of the back and it folds out this way. So that way, when it's out, it goes like a teepee or like a tent almost. You know what I'm saying? So it like makes an angle like this. So when you push on the screen, it's going like it's pushing on this part here.
There's support.
So there's support there, whereas this isn't. They're relying all on the hinge being stiff.
And you can't make it too stiff, or else you can't move it in and out. So
yeah,
there's the design flaw.
And apparently, to take it off the back, you have to like almost like you're breaking it over your knee.
Really? Yeah, with the strong magnet.
So like you kind of like, you know, push down on it to where it goes 180 degrees and then it goes and pops off. So, I don't know. Pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. Like I said, I just have a laptop, which I don't even use a laptop that much. I use either my phone.
So fired.
Whatever. I've done every other one. Give me a break. So I'd either use my phone or a laptop or my desktop. Tablet has no place in my life.
Yeah, no, I agree. Tablets are useless.
The only useful place I see a tablet, I'm going to be honest here. The only useful place I see a tablet is when I'm sitting in bed. Because a laptop sucks to use when you're sitting in bed. Like laying down in bed.
Yeah.
But you want something better than your phone. Because your phone, well, I guess a tablet would kind of suck to hold too.
Then you know what tablet I would buy though?
Like on your phone. So
I would buy the NVIDIA Shield. So I can game on it. Proper game on it.
Pretty
not
much.
Not a frickin' iPad.
Yep. We're not believers in tablets.
An iPad is a mom's gateway to Facebook.
Interesting.
What?
I don't know if they just updated Twitch better, darked out Twitch, or what is it, better Twitch TV. But the red dot next to your name, and that's weird. Yours is in blue, and it shows me in red on my screen. And that's dark green on your screen and bright green on my screen. Interesting.
No idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking about your name color. The icon, the red icon next to your thing. It used to be an icon. Now it's just some red square. And then your text of your name is red on my screen and it's blue on your screen. And my text of my name is bright green on my screen and it's dark green on your screen.
That is
anyways.
Weird.
So if you want to come out and check out these crazy things on Twitch TV, we're live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Twitch TV /Techtopia TV. Come check us out.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, Eastern Standard Time. I forgot. There's different time zones in the world.
Yeah. World doesn't revolve around people that need visual balance.
Yes, they do.
So, but yeah. Follow us. You can follow us on YouTube, Google+, Twitter, and Facebook, all at Techtopia TV. Nice and simple.
Yep.
Um,
You can see our new latest
come
video
to our
that,
YouTube and subscribe so I can hit my 500 subscribers so I can have a cool, unique URL so it'll be super easy to find us.
instead of numbers and whatever that he had. But
Please.
yeah, check out his latest video of his chair he's using, which got tweeted out by Maxnomic. What is it called?
Maxnomic. Yeah,
Yes.
Need for Seat shared it and tweeted it out. It's pretty awesome.
Which is good. Second video that he's had from manufacturers tweeted out
Ergotech was the other one.
for the monitor display, which I want to buy after seeing that thing. But I only have 2 monitors, and only one of them I think has VESA mounts. So I need to buy 3 new monitors, and I'm poor because I can't even afford a phone. So, but yeah, come check us out on
Indeed.
all forms of social media. Come check us out on Twitch TV Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and come check out our names, our color names that are weird, different colors. You can tell us what color they are on your screen.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really paid much attention to the colors of the names or anything like that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't remember it being a big red square, though.
Yeah, no, it used to be like an icon, but they must have changed it. I think probably the Twitch API changed, and just Better Twitch TV hasn't updated its UI or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I don't use Better Twitch, whatever you said.
You don't?
No.
Twitch has a dark theme?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know Twitch had a dark theme anymore. Or it must be new. Because you had to use.
I added
you had to
like
get
months ago.
You had to get Better Twitch TV to get the dark theme.
They must have made it a thing then.
Maybe click your little gear.
Dark mode.
I guess they did add it. I can get rid of.
Oh, and
Twitch
more
TV.
colors. I changed mine. That's probably why.
But it should change on my screen. You know what I mean?
Should it?
It's just-
or is it
it's
just
just
changed
weird.
for me on
Like,
my side?
usually-
Is it client side or is it server
No,
side?
it should be server side because I mean you change different colors, but you just usually don't have these 2 perspectives like you're doing the screen share for me, so I can see what you're talking about, and then I see my Twitch chat, and yeah, you got a red name right now, and it's blue on your name, or
Yeah.
your screen.
It must be
So,
Better Twitch TV then.
yeah, that's just
The only
weird.
thing I could think of.
Twitch,
All right.
we found a bug.
Yeah, fix it.
Fix. Unusable.
Damn right. I'm gonna go to YouTube now instead.
Exactly.
Stream there, so I have actual correct colors.
Indeed. The kappas
right.
must be correct. Wait.
So
no,
I got
it's
lots of
kappa.
freaking videos that I got to tag in this thing now because you like mentioned like 9 of them.
Yes, I did.
Thanks, friend, for
Yeah, and
giving
people
me more work to do.
hate all this stuff all over the screen half the time too. So my bad, guys. My bad. I'll try to keep down the mentions next episode.
It's that
So-
guy's fault.
Yes, but so if you want to keep me or come see me mess up next week, 9 p.m. twitch.tv/TechtopiaTV. Until then, peace.
Peace.